Hey, sorry that it's been a month after my last video essay. Throughout last month, there had been a lot of things happening in my life. Procrastination and demotivation really took a toll on me, and most importantly, as of a few weeks ago, I just graduated from high school, so that's a W there. But yeah, anyways, Microsoft. It's basically a technology company that was founded in 1975 by the one and only Bill Gates. Like everyone should know what Microsoft is as of now. And if you don't know what Microsoft is, then there is something seriously wrong with you. I mean, come on, it's one of the biggest technology companies in the US, serving products like Windows and Xbox. So yeah, Microsoft has come a long way ever since the company was founded, despite some issues they had to deal with. But many of you may know that Microsoft made a line of products under the name Microsoft Surface. No, not that Surface. The Microsoft Surface, a line of many devices that are of course developed by Microsoft. Ever since its first creation in 2012 with the Surface RT, the product line has been expanding rapidly, going from computers to tablets to portable phones, which we don't ever talk about that, to some insane interactive whiteboards. Now of course the Microsoft Surface line runs on Windows. Duh. I mean, this is Microsoft, so obviously they had to run their own operating system. But let's not get off topic about that. The main catch is that this isn't the first time Microsoft used the Surface name. In fact, the term was first used back in 2007 when they announced an interactive platform that is basically a table. And I'm not even joking. This is the story of a platform called Microsoft PixelSense, formerly known as the original Microsoft Surface. And we're gonna talk about that right now. So many of you have wondered, what is the original Surface? Well, again, it's an interactive platform that quote-unquote allowed people to touch real-world objects and share digital content at the same time. It's basically like a table from the future, with a touchscreen and a very expensive price. You see, its development takes place way back in 2001, you know, the year when Windows XP was released, when the idea of the product was conceptualized by Stephen Bathich and Andy Wilson. Then in October of that same year, they teamed up with three more people named DJ Kurlander, Michael Kim, and Joel DeHelen to revolutionize the project. And in 2003, they presented to Bill Gates and made a prototype named T1. And you're never gonna believe on why I'm about to say this. The prototype is basically a table from IKEA with a hole being cut and a sheet of vellum as a diffuser. Yeah, that's a strange prototype, not gonna lie. Microsoft then continued to build more prototypes of the project until 2005 when the final hardware design was completed. And then, on May 30th, 2007, the project was unveiled, with the name being Microsoft Surface. Yep, the name was born, ladies and gentlemen. The Surface was first shipped in 2008, with the version being 1.0. The product contains a custom interface that runs Windows Vista, and uses 4 significant features that make the product so unique. First, there's direct interaction, which allows users to interact by touching the interface. Multi-touch contact, which allows the Surface to have multiple contact points. Multi-user interface, where people can orient from side to side to interact. And last but not least, there's object recognition, which allows the ability to recognize objects placed on the Surface. And I gotta say, I really love the interface of it. Not only because of the unique and innovative concept of its technology, but also the design of both the menu and the applications. The background was really nice, as well as the elements to it. And let's not forget about the vertical feel to it. But how do these features really work on it? Well, the Surface display apparently uses IR cameras to detect fingers and objects that are placed on it. Now of course, we do have some programs that are built in on the Surface, like the Music app, where you can organize your music and create many playlists, and the Pictures app, where you can share photos with your relatives and interact with them, which was so cool. Although some of the programs on the Surface doesn't really work anymore since the project has been discontinued. But what's even more cool is that when you're done using the Surface, it will boot up some wire application that will allow you to mess around and create some cool and satisfying ripples by touching the screen. Hell, if I had a Surface table, I would most likely be addicted to the War app. So what happened next to the original Microsoft Surface? Well, the original Surface somehow gained some recognition after its launch, having its use to be expanded into multiple places. And hell, even Disneyland used to have it in their Tomorrowland attraction. And I won't really mean to be political here, but the Surface was apparently being used by MSNBC on air for the 2008 election. Yeah, I'm not even kidding, they actually used it for a political event. Unfortunately, there's no footage of them using it, since it's considered to be lost media, so this is the closest evidence I can find. So after that happened, in 2011, Microsoft decided to launch the next version of the Surface table. But the catch is that they are not doing it alone. That's right, Microsoft had decided to partner up with Samsung to announce the SUR40, which runs on Microsoft Surface 2.0. It basically had some updated specs, and instead of the version running Windows Vista, it runs on Windows 7. Love that Windows version, by the way. But yeah, as a result, in the same year, version 1.0 got discontinued, and the SUR40 had first been shipped in 2012, with a total price by the time was holy shit, over $9,000? That's almost $10,000 and way more expensive than a regular table. Look, I know it's some sort of a premium table with a touchscreen. Who in the right mind will pay $10,000 for a touchscreen? I bet there's someone who might be broke after paying for it. But hey, it is what it is. But then, everything changed in 2012 when Microsoft announced a product line of tablet PCs, known as Microsoft Surface. That sounds pretty familiar, right? Because that name was already taken by their table product. So Microsoft now has a problem. They can't have two different products with the same name. So what do? Well, easy. Rebrand the table product with a new name. And what's the new name, you might ask? Well, Microsoft PixelSense, which I kinda like that name more. However, that name wasn't used for long because... yeah. In 2013, the SUR40 has been discontinued, marking the death of the Microsoft PixelSense, aka the original Surface. Rest in peace to the unique touchscreen table. Now of course you can still go to a specific page, but you can't order the product as you can only download the manuals of it. Which sucks because words cannot even describe how unique this product is, and how it revolutionized the technology around it based on its whole concept and dynamics. What sucks even more is that almost no one remembers this in recent times. In fact, the product isn't so recognized that there haven't been much info about, but some information and facts about the product is considered to be lost. So if you're wondering why this essay is way shorter than my previous essay, that is why. In addition, you won't be able to order this product because as of now, the original Surface is considered to be very rare. You cannot be able to find it in many stores, both physical and online. I even tried to search the product on eBay, which is home to many used products from the past, and the closest thing I can find is this accessory, which is like, I don't know, $9.99. So unfortunately, if you're trying to look for this rare product, it's not gonna happen sadly, because as of now, the original Surface table has been extinct, unless someone is lucky enough to still have the product in the first place. Now, can you get a touchscreen table that is similar to Microsoft's original Surface? Well, yeah. In fact, there are many other touchscreen tables from different brands that you can get for a price that is much cheaper than the original Surface. The problem though is that you won't get a similar experience as with the Surface, as these tables don't have much capabilities that the Surface had. Plus, most tables actually run Windows or sometimes Android. So, if you're planning to have a touchscreen tablet, then take that as a grain of salt. But overall, Microsoft's original Surface, or the PixelSense, was a product that had a unique interactive concept and had many astonishing capabilities, but was unfortunately short-lived and had become very rare and unrecognized by most people in the current era. Pretty disappointing to see that product's fate. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this video essay and if you want more of these things, then make sure to like and subscribe for more quality content, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all.